Hi guys, welcome to the In the Game Room podcast. I'm out here in the workshop today getting ready to start a new project and a new mini video series. I'm going to completely redo this entire workbench. So the last time I redid this workbench, I added all of these paint racks on here and got all my paints organized, and then I took some pictures of the workbench. It all looked very nice and everything, and then I went back to work, and you can see what it looks like today. It's a disaster. So I've been trying to figure out better ways for me to get organized here and to get rid of this business here. These are all things I'm working on, but some of them have been sitting here for months. I just can't seem to get to them, and I don't have any place to put them away unless I want to get them so far away that I just forget about them. So I'm kind of leaving things out to remind me to work on them, and it's not really working for me. So what I want to do is basically wipe this whole slate clean, get rid of everything, and start over. And I'm trying to figure out how to do that right now, and I think I've come up with a way. So I want to do like a little mini series of the process of completely redoing my workbench. I'm not going to get rid of the paint racks because I love them. They're great. I love having my paints right here where I can see them and get to them at all times. But I need to do something to get myself better organized and a little more workspace. So if you watched the video from, was it yesterday or maybe the day before, I did a new product release of these 5-inch risers that go underneath the paint racks. I'm going to put those to use here. I'm going to make 4 of those, the 5-inch risers. In addition to that, I'm going to use the drawers that go under the paint racks and above the risers. Now I tried to use one of the drawers before, and it was over here. I don't know if you probably can't see. Well, you can imagine, even if it was right here, if it was under this paint rack and it had things in it, and then I went to pull the drawers out, I couldn't because of all this crap that's sitting here in front of the paint rack. So basically I had drawers underneath my paint rack that had things in them that I eventually just forgot what was in there because I couldn't get at it all the time without moving everything that's on my workbench first. So the solution to that problem, I'm pretty sure, is going to be use the 5-inch riser, then the drawers, and then the paint rack. So my paints are actually going to be up pretty high. Instead of being down here, they're going to be up about here, which is totally fine with me. I'm going to lose these shelves in the back because they're going to bump into this otherwise. So they're going to go away completely. So that's my initial phase 1 of this project, is to get everything off of here, get the paint racks off, put the risers up, and then put the paint racks back up on the risers. After I'm done with that, I'm going to start thinking about some small shelves that go on the wall instead of, whoops, I just broke a spaceship, instead of these shelves back here. These shelves are good, but like I said, they're not going to work because they're going to raise up and they're going to hit this. So maybe some small shelves on the wall. Now, while I'm on the topic of shelves, I'll be interested to hear some feedback from you guys if you want to comment down below. There's a shelf up here that is about 10 inches deep from front to back. I put things on the shelf up here that I'm working on or whatever, and then there's things behind these things, and there's things behind those. There's things on these shelves up here. I don't even know what's back there anymore. Things get buried on the shelf. So I'm thinking, for a workbench, I don't think shelves should be any more than about maybe 3 or 4 inches deep front to back, because if they're any deeper than that, things get put to the back of the shelf and literally forgotten about forever. I could probably pan this camera up here. Maybe you can see it. You could probably see it. But this shelf goes back really far. There's a bunch of cubby holes in the back, and there's, like I said, I don't know what's back there. I really don't even know what's back there. So I think I'm going to, I don't know if I'm going to get rid of this shelf or not, probably. But if I do shelves on the wall, I think they're going to be very shallow depth, maybe 3 or 4 inches front to back. I might even do like a kind of a cubby hole system where they're just little places where I can put little things. Another thing I'm thinking about right now is with the paint rack risers, they're going to be 5 inches off the ground. So I've got all this space underneath to store things. I don't want to just start cramming stuff in there either, because the same situation will happen down here as what's happening up on these shelves. There's stuff on the back that I don't even know what's there. So what I'm thinking about doing is, once the risers are in here, I might make some long trays, basically 2 or 3 inches wide, and the depth of the paint rack. There'll be individual little trays for certain projects I'm working on. I can put the things in there, like I can put all of these models into a tray, slide it in there. I'll be able to see it, nothing can get in front of it, and then every time I want to work on that project, I can just pull them out. You know, like I said, I've got so many different projects here. Like, these are all helicopters I've started working on literally months ago, and they're just 2/85th scale Blackhawks. There's 2, 4, 6, 7 of them here, and they've been here for months because I have so many other things going on. I get busy and I forget about them. But like I said, I don't want to put them away somewhere where they're out of sight, out of mind, and I'll just forget about them. So I've just been leaving them here on the bench, and that's not really working for me. So I think that's all I really wanted to talk about today, was just what it is I'm planning on doing. I'm thinking, I don't know for sure, but while I have everything off this bench, I might actually put down a piece of 3/4 inch MDF that maybe comes out a little further, that will just give me a little more workspace. But then again, I don't know, maybe not. One thing I've discovered in my many years as a model maker is that any horizontal space that you create becomes a place where you store shit eventually. When we had our big commercial model shop and we were doing work for Boeing and Raytheon and stuff, we had about 5,000 square feet, and we had countless workbenches, big 4-foot by 8-foot workbenches all over the place. And after years and years of that, they all just became places where things were stored. You would have to clear off a workbench in order to use it. So while a good large flat work surface is always a great thing to have, it can also just become a garbage dump, or as the British call it, a tip. So I have to be careful that I don't give myself too much space, because if I give myself too much space, I'll end up using it and it'll look like this. This here is, quite frankly, a little embarrassing. I literally own a company that makes workbench organization products, and this is what my workbench looks like. I really shouldn't be showing you this, except that I want to show this and then show what I do with it, how I overcome this, because this is not working. You can't produce quality products out of a mess like this. I mean, some people can. I can't. It's difficult. I prefer to have a place a little bit cleaner than this. I'm not a clean freak. I live in the desert. It's a dirty place, but I do have to have it at least room to work. A lot of times when I'm working on this bench, I'll just move a few things, and I've literally got a space about 6 inches by 10 inches. That's my workspace, and that's not cool. I mean, I have a big workbench here. I should have a little more room to work on what I'm working on, and I shouldn't have to be moving shit all the time, which is what I'm doing now. So there we go. That's what I'm going to do. I want to make this kind of the ultimate showcase for my workbench organization products, and I just want a really nice place to work so that I can do nice work. I find, like I said, when it's cleaner, I do better work. So that's what I want to try to do. If you guys have any ideas, comments, questions, ideas, whatever, regarding desktop organization, about what it is that I'm going to be doing here, leave them in the comments down below. I will read all of them. So I told you about the risers. Basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the arrangement of this too. I have 3 racks here, a corner rack, and then 2 over here. This guy here in the back is going away completely because it doesn't really get used. And this one here that's out at a 45-degree angle is going back up against the wall. This corner is going away. And then right in the middle, I'm going to spread them out a little bit and put in the new paintbrush and glue rack. That's going to go right in the middle. So I won't have this little guy roaming around the table anymore. I'll have all my paintbrushes up here and other accessories up there. So I think I've got a pretty good system of what I'm going to do. It may evolve as I go, but that's the plan for now. And I want to kind of take you guys along with me on this. It'll be a short series of videos, probably just maybe 3, 4, 5 videos, and it'll be done. It's going to take me a little while. One of the reasons why this workbench gets so damn dirty is because I don't have a lot of time to sit here and work on it. You know, I'm back and forth between the resin casting, the laser cutter, the CAD system, you know, marketing, shipping, all my other duties here. So I don't have a lot of time to sit here. So I don't know how long this is going to take to do, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to get this all squared away. And when this is squared away, I'm going to start over here. Let me take you over there. This bench over here is just a complete disaster, and it has been forever. It's just become a place to store crap. These are all micro armor that I'm working on. They're either primered or sprayed their base coat. Huge number of vehicles that I need to finish up. Here's a bunch of my Team Yankee stuff that I need to finish up. This here, can you see this? I'm not even sure. This here is actually a drawer full of all kinds of tools and things. And I'm so desperate for places to put shit that I've just pulled it out and I'm literally stacking things on it. So this needs a lot of attention too, and that's going to happen after the main bench gets done. I got to get the main bench done so that I can get back to work. But then I'm going to just strip this out completely and take care of this disaster that's over here. So there you have it. That's my next project. I'll take you guys along with me and show you what I'm doing. I really need to get this squared away. I really need this to be I need this to be kind of a showcase for my products, for my Workbench organization products. I want to get it all set up. I want to take some pictures of it that I can use for marketing and advertising. It just shouldn't look like this. If anybody should have an organized workbench, it really should be me, because I make this stuff. And I can have as much of this as I want. You know, I don't have to buy it. There's no excuse. So I really need to get this taken care of. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll take you guys along for the ride. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned. Maybe in another day or two, or maybe even tomorrow, I've actually started building the risers and stuff. They're somewhere else in the shop, so maybe tomorrow I'll show you guys all that and you know what that's going to look like, and then I'll just start tearing this apart and see if I can make this happen. Thanks a lot for watching. Talk to you guys later.